What can you tell us about what's going on?
Well, this is an interesting case. So this is an offspring of a guilty plea and a settlement that Deutsche Bank did over as a bank, as a firm, for manipulating interest rate, interest rates, also known as Libor, which is one of the main benchmarks that sets the rate of interest rates for everything from credit cards to mortgages. Several banks have settled on this. 2 have pled guilty, including Deutsche Bank. And as an offshoot of that, we now are seeing individuals likely to be charged for basically doing the same thing, where we saw the bank pay out for as a company.
Is this unusual that you would move from going after an institution, a company, and now going after an individual?
No, this is exactly the way these cases work. Now, the catch in this is it's very difficult for the Department of Justice to make charges on individuals stick. Now, with the companies, they can get them to plead guilty. They can get them to pay billions of dollars in fine, which we've seen for a number of outstanding issues over the last couple of years, everything from mortgage servicing to foreign exchange rates, rigging, and all these different things that we've seen the banks pay out for fines and pleading guilty and various things. Now, with individuals, it can be very tricky to get those charges to stick because you have to prove criminal intent, which is one of the toughest hurdles for the Department of Justice to get over with these.
As far as this ongoing investigation is concerned, what level employee is being targeted?
Well, typically in these cases, it's mid-level people, basically mid-level traders. You know, it's the guys that are, and I don't think we've seen any women so far, so I should probably caveat that. It's the guys on the trading floor, you know, basically getting in chat rooms, and that's one of the key places that the Department of Justice gets its evidence, is these guys get in chat rooms and they talk about how they're going to rig the rates.
Okay, but that would lead to my next question, which is the bank has already settled as an institution.
Right.
How come the people at the very top of the bank are not personally culpable? Would they be able to say, oh, I didn't know what my 100 of traders were doing? I mean, how does that square with the truth?
So we have seen the banks across Wall Street settle and plead guilty on a number of things, as I said earlier. We have yet to see a CEO or a senior executive really take any personal responsibility.
Or a member of the board who signs a proxy statement.
Right, take any responsibility for this. Or we've not seen investigators actually tie links to what's going on in the trading floor with what's going on in the C-suite at these banks. So it's very atypical for the Department of Justice to even get close to those guys, which I think brings up a broader discussion of how are these banks and these corporations managed in a way where it seems like the CEOs don't really know what's going on, you know, under their own roofs.
Credit for good news, but insulation
Absolutely.
from bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well.